What's happening, Fraser?
Yo, what's going on?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Sorry, you caught me just after training. I got carried away.
You just done a bit of training, yeah?
Just finished training, mate. Literally just jumped. I tried to time it so I could have a shower, but it just won't get hot. So I was just waiting until it got warm.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. What have you been up to? What's lockdown like?
Lockdown, mate. Not really. Just done the garden. Did that up. Been training. Running, walking, paint by numbers, Netflix. Same old thing, really.
What are you doing on Netflix? What do you recommend?
I watched Tiger King. It was all right. You know, a bit funny at times, a bit serious towards the end. Then other than that, what else did I watch? I had to rewatch Breaking Bad, to be honest, from halfway, because the first time I didn't sort of like, I wasn't engrossed in it enough. So the second time I just watched it like from halfway, and that was proper decent. And
Yeah,
Sons of Anarchy, that was good. That was proper good.
yeah, that's brilliant. What's life like right now for you? Obviously, you were gonna have the Olympic qualifiers cancelled. What was your mindset?
Yeah, it's disappointing, mate. Honestly, it's really disappointing. But there's not a lot you can do about it, is there? You have to just take the rough with the smooth, I suppose.
Had you got through? I think was it the first round or?
The first round, yeah, I still had two more fights to qualify, but I was on my way. I felt good.
So what's your mindset now? Are you thinking, obviously it's cancelled till next year. What are you thinking?
The mindset sort of changes every week. To be honest, mate, it goes from one week I still want to go to the Olympics. Next week I want to turn pro. It's sort of in between the two of them at the minute.
Too early to
I'm
say.
not. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but fingers crossed that if the Olympics sort of swings around soon and it comes as quick as the professional boxing is going to get back to being on, then I'd probably wait. But like I say, I've spoke to a few people, and I'm excited to get into the pros, to be honest. But I'm sort of committed to this Olympic dream, and it's a dream of mine, and so I'm stuck in the middle, to be honest.
Are you in? If you have to wait another year to achieve that Olympic glory,
Say
willingly,
again.
are you in any rush yourself? Because I guess it is frustrating having to wait another. But the chance of Olympic success must still sort of drive you.
Yeah, Olympic success. Like, thing is, I get these questions all the time, and like, turn pro, turn pro, turn pro, blah 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 blah. You learn all the money, blah 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 blah. What people don't understand is, A, it is a lot about money, but at the same time it's not. And B, if you're boxing at the level I am, and you're part of Team GB, it's a privilege, man. I'm luckier than a lot of boxers,
Hmm.
pro or not pro. Do you know what I mean? So yes, Jack, I'm lucky than lots. Like, there's a lot of people that now that aren't getting paid and stuff. And like I say, I'm still getting paid, and everyone's on Great Britain team is, we get paid different money, but I do all right. I know that. Do you know what I mean? So I've got like a few different ways of income and stuff. So I'm doing all right. So it sort of benefits me to be where I am right now.
You must be the most experienced person in the GB squad now, is it?
Yeah, I'd say between me and like Pat McCormack,
Yeah.
Gilali Afai, they're obviously Olympians, so we've got a bit of experience between us. But yeah, I've been around. Let's say that.
What's it like in the EIS in Sheffield? What sort of insight could you give us?
Yeah, it's a good crack. It's like it's a serious place. Like, obviously, when you're training, it's serious, but it's a good laugh. It's a good crack. Top facility. Do you know what I mean? For like,
Yeah.
obviously it's got everything you need under one roof. That's wicked for me as a boxer, and for anyone involved, to be honest.
And who have you been sparring sort of up until sort of the Olympics? Was there anyone in particular you were sparring? Or was it sort of the same
Uh,
sort of sparring partners?
not really like that. The pros haven't been in obviously recently. Recently, it's been more like the up and coming fighters that have just got in the squad, like Courtney Bennett, the Delicious, Solomon, Dacres has been on there for a while. We got some rounds. We had a few international camps before we went to the Olympic qualifier. So, I've had a good mix of sparring. I think that's the main thing about being, on this Team GB. You do get good sparring because obviously you get people from all around the world flying in, flying out, and then obviously we have the advantage of a couple of pros coming in, top pros coming in now and then, and we get to work with them as well.
And obviously you've sparred quite a lot of the current pros, which would suggest that when you get to the pros, you should be in sort of good stead to compete anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like I say to everyone, sparring, fighting's different. Fight's a fight, spar is a spar. But yeah, I've always gained good experience from sparring, like a lot of these pros and stuff. And I'm more than on my own. I won't go into detail and say I did this and did that, but I've always more than held my own with anyone I've been in there with. Still got a lot to learn. Like I say, the pros is a different game. I really do believe that. I'm always looking to learn, the new style. But for now, whilst I don't know what my next move is, sort of, like when I'm outside on the bag training, I'm sort of working on some of the pro stuff, that I've been watching. Some of the pros. I'm working on that stuff, and then I'll just flip back and think, you know what, we're doing a 3-3s amateur fight now, so I'll pick it up a little bit. But it's just boxing's boxing. I just enjoy it in general. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And obviously you train with Anthony Joshua. What sort of advice has he been giving you during this time?
I spoke to Joshua a little bit just on WhatsApp and that, just I haven't really gone into it too much. I mean, he's in the same position as me, isn't he? Apart from he's in a massive ass with loads of dough, and I'm not. but yeah, we just general chit chat really. I was watching some old boxing the other day, and I watched Josh's trainer. I think his name his old amateur trainer Sean Turner
From Finchley.
From Finchley. He was boxing. He was boxing a guy from down my way in the pros, Chris Pyatt, I think his name is.
Okay.
It's like the old school stuff, like BBE on the gloves. Old show. I think it was a Frank Warren show like years ago. It's called Friday Night Fights or something like that. And I watched that a good 8 rounds of fighting. So I just messaged him, sent him a couple of pictures and a video of his old trainer and that. But yeah, just general chit chat really.
What other fighters have you been watching during this? Any heavyweights?
Yeah, I've been watching heavyweights. I watched young Evander Holyfield the other day in a fight. I seen just come up on here actually. Tony Sims, he's a friend of mine, and he sends me a few fights through. So when I've been outside on the static bike on the watt bike, it kills a good hour or so watching these different fights. So it's been decent. Yeah, Evander Holyfield was one I've been watching. He's one of my exciting fighters, and I really like him.
Would you compare your style to anyone at the moment?
No, definitely not Holyfield. Bloody hell, he's a lot braver than me. No, I think I'm a bit more. I mean, all these guys can fight. You see all these big lumps, and then you got the Fury who's a bit more elusive. But I think I'm more a boxer, but then I can fight as well. Yes, Kieran, I try and take him out as well. When I'm in there, we don't. It's like you want to get in there and smash people, really, don't you? But if you can show what you've learned along the way, and that's the most easy way of doing it, that's what you do.
I mean, with all these fights that were scheduled to go ahead, we don't really know, when boxing's going to return. But which fight are you most looking forward to coming back in terms of the heavyweights?
Joyce and Dubois, definitely. 100%. That's one that I want to see because, realistically, and I think them two are both future opponents for me. So I want to see that.
You fought Joyce, haven't you, a couple of times?
I fought Joyce in amateurs, a few times, and he's always beat me. Dead honestly, he's just beat me. He's always just been better on the day, to be honest. But I'm confident in myself now. I've grown as a fighter. I've learnt a lot more, and Dave, and yeah, I'm ready to mix it with everyone. Really, once I get the right trainer behind me in the pros that can just teach me, the little bit. I can box, you know what I mean? Like I've been boxing for Great Britain for 10 years, and I've boxed all over the world internationally. I can box, but I still believe that you have to learn different things as a pro. Do you know what I mean? It's a different game. I think it's like so. Yeah, you need to learn a little bit more, and I'm going to do that.
With Joyce, when he sort of entered the pro game, he obviously got fast tracked quite quickly. Is that what the plan would be with you? It's probably a while to think about it yet. But would that be the plan in your mind right now?
No, you know what it is. You say it's far to think about, but this lockdown we've had nothing to do but think. I've already thought about, when I decide who's going to be managing me and who's going to be promoting me, who's going to be promoting me. I've got the first 5 fights ready to go. I've got the
Already, yeah.
first 3 building fights, the debut. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to be thinking ahead, and I've got a few names in my head and stuff. But yeah, we can be fast tracked. I believe so. Not too fast, because I've seen people mess up by thinking they can run before they can walk. But definitely think I'll go faster than someone normally turning pro. For me,
have you thought about possible trainers?
It goes through my head, yeah, now and then. But obviously, it's just something that you have to think about. I'm not just going to think about me. I have to think about my family and stuff. About obviously, I understand in pro boxing you have to take yourself. It's a lonely sport. You have to take yourself away from the family a lot of the time. But I've been thinking about, are we all going to move away somewhere and have to train, or am I going to stay local and try and get someone a bit more local? There's a lot of things that go from there, but no one specifically. But there's a few names out there which I know personally. I know they're good people, and like I say, I go with trusted people. I go with my heart. I go with my gut. If I feel it's right, then I'll be there. Do you know what I mean?
Obviously, right now with the heavyweight division, you mentioned Joyce and Dubois. There was White Povetkin that's going to happen. Wilder Fury 3. We don't know what's happening. What do you sort of see happening at the elite with Joshua, Fury, Wilder, and White? How do you see it sort of playing out?
I think that Joshua should fight Fury, whether it happens or not. I don't know. I don't know. The business side of things are a bit mad. I don't see why Wilder don't fight Dillian. Well, I know why, because he'd be a tough fight for him. But I don't see what Like I say, obviously I don't fully understand it all yet, but I get the gist of pro boxing. It's a business. You know what I mean? That's the top and bottom of it. It's business, and it's whatever. If it makes money, then it makes sense, sort of thing. So whatever's going to make the most money and make the most people earn the most money. That's what happens. That's the way it seems to be. There's that many belts and whatnot. And I just want to see the best fight the best. Like the good old days. But there's a lot of people don't want to lose their, not just don't want to lose their people, or not even their own. People don't want to lose their egos. There's a lot of egos in boxing. Do you know what I mean? So people don't want to get defeated and then have to because they've said that they're the best thing since sliced bread. They don't want to have to go back on that. Do you know what I mean?
How would you think that fight would play out stylistically between Joshua and Fury?
It's a good fight, and there'll be 50-50 people on there watching this now. A lot of people will think Fury. A lot of people will think AJ. They're both good fighters. They're both better in different departments. But I think Fury's clearly a great boxer, can clearly outbox people. But then again, people underestimate Joshua's brain and underestimate Joshua's boxing skills as well. So I think it'd come down to a boxing match. I think Fury would be very evasive and would try to outbox Joshua. I think Joshua would box with him, but I just think Joshua's got the equaliser and the big punch and the combination punching. And I think, knowing his team, I know he'd have the right team to devise a plan to beat Fury, even though it'd be very difficult. But then again, Fury's got a new team now, a great team. He's got Andy Lee and Sugar Hill. They really look like they know what they're talking about. So as much as people think it'd be big bangers, this big, massive, bangers sort of fight, I think it'd be more of a chess match than people think.
Where do you think that fight happens?
Do
you think it'll end up in Saudi?
I'd love it to be London, but I can see it being Saudi. That's where the money is, isn't it?
Some people asking what your amateur record is at the moment.
I couldn't even tell you. I think about 140, between 140 and 150 fights.
Okay, wow.
I couldn't tell you the numbers, to be honest, mate. I don't really keep track, but I know that I know that the majority of them have been internationals. You know, like I said, I've been boxing for GB for 10 years, and then England before that, and then obviously my club before that. So, you know, I've got a wealth of experience.
Have you sparred Daniel Dubois?
Yeah, I sparred loads of rounds with Daniel when we were both on the squad together, and he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. Very, very powerful. Um, he was only going to get better once he left the squad. He was sort of on the up. I mean, I personally think at the time I thought, you know what, this guy should stay because, you know, me and him would have had a right battle, you know, for the #1 spot for the Olympics. I can just tell you that. But he chose to go pro, and he's just blowing people away, and he's a good fighter.
Well, Frazer, thanks for coming on. I appreciate that. Been a good chat. First time I've actually met you, so yeah, I appreciate you coming on. What's sort of the time frame for a decision with you, do you think?
We take each day as it comes, mate. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of, obviously with this this coronavirus, I don't think you can put a time scale on anything at the minute. But I just want to get back into a ring. I want to do what I love doing. Do you know what I mean? That's fighting. So whether it's in 6 months' time or 7 months, whenever, but I just want to see, you know, I just want to get back into a good routine, training with good people, sparring with good people, and then whatever my goal is, whether that's Olympics or smashing people in the pros, you know, I'm going to climb the ladder one way or the other. So that will happen as soon as.
Great stuff. What's your message to those that are watching, the public at this time, would you say?
Don't get complacent with this coronavirus. I think, you know, a lot of people are thinking it's gone, done and dusted. But I think a few people get a bit in the arse if they go out doing what they want to do. Yeah, just wait for further information and stay indoors.
Absolutely, stay at home. Frazer, thanks very much. Appreciate that.
Take care.
Catch up with you soon.